Welcome back, kings and queens. I'm so happy that you came to this video. In this video, I want to talk about how to compete in a beauty pageant for little girls. And we're going to be focusing on the ages of 5 to 8. So if you have a little girl from ages 5 to 8, then this video is definitely for you. Or even if you're coaching a little girl from 5 to 8, then this video is definitely for you. Now, I've been coaching pageants for a very long time, so I've seen a lot of things, not only in my coaching business, but also at the pageant. So when I'm judging pageants, I also see a lot of good things and not so good things, I should say. And that brings me to this particular video. As you know, I like to jump right in, so we won't be wasting any time. When you are coaching your 5 to 8 children, little girls, or when if you're a parent and you're showing them a routine, you're showing them something to do, what I've noticed is that the little girls who don't have a routine, the little girls who don't have anything to do, will sometimes copy the other girls who do. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. However, what I am saying is that we want to be careful if our little girls, our contestants, are seeing their routines being copied. So here's an example. You have two little girls. They're both in the same category, 5 to 8, the same age group, 5 to 8. And say one little girl who has a routine, her contestant number is number 1. The little girl who doesn't have a routine, say her contestant number is number 2. So contestant number 1, she goes on stage, she does her routine, but let's back up. Say it is the day before the pageant and it is rehearsals. So contestant number 1, she goes on stage, she does her routine at rehearsal, she's feeling good about it, she leaves off the stage, and we move on to contestant number 2. Contestant number 2 now comes on the stage, having watched contestant number 1. Now she's doing a lot of the things that contestant number 1 did. And I'm not saying that is a bad thing. I know kids will copy off of each other all the time, and even in some of my tips that I've given over the years, I will tell contestants to, go to a pageant, watch some of the things that the people in the pageant are doing. This is for new contestants if you've never competed before. And, I would say borrow and or mimic maybe some of those things, but you always want to add a little twist to it. You always want to add your own unique personality to whatever routine you're going to be doing on stage. What I'm talking about right now is I've seen contestants actually steal the whole routine or mimic the whole routine, and they bring nothing to it of their own. They literally just watch a contestant at rehearsals and or even at the pageant itself, and then they try their best to do everything that the contestant before them has done. And I've not only seen it in one contestant just borrowing or taking another contestant in front of her, but I've seen a contestant who has watched maybe 4 or 5 contestants before them, and then they took a piece of every contestant's routine, and then they did it. They just made it like their own. I'm not going to say it looked good, and as a judge, if we see that, then we're going to know. I mean, we have a pretty good memory, especially when it comes to those contestants who have full-blown routines, and they do something very unique. If we see a contestant come on stage and we see a little bit from contestant 1, a little bit from 2, 3, 4, and so on, then we're going to know that this contestant didn't really come either didn't come prepared, or maybe they're new to pageants and they just didn't know what to do, so they just did what they saw other children do. Again, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I want you as coaches, you as parents, and even you as contestants, if you're watching this with your coach or with your parent, just to be mindful. Be mindful that you may participate in a pageant where your routine is borrowed. And that's a nice way of putting it. Maybe your routine is taken. And there's, I don't know, every pageant is different. So yes, something could be done depending on that particular pageant, but maybe not. I honestly don't know. It just depends on that pageant director and what the rules are around something like that. Now, here's the tip. How do you, or what do you do if this happens to you? So my advice, and what I always coach and share with my contestants that I coach, is to always have a backup plan. So when you are going to your rehearsal, never do your full routine. And if you do, maybe leave out those wow moments. Maybe leave out those moments that you have in your routine that's going to catch a judge off guard. Don't include that at the rehearsal. Or maybe just, if your routine is 2 minutes long, maybe only do 1 minute and 10 seconds. Maybe only do 1 minute and 20 seconds of your routine. So you're not exposing all of your routine. You're just doing maybe a little bit of it. That way you get a feel of the stage, you get a feel of the music, you're comfortable on stage, and you're feeling pretty good about it. But my tip is to not do the full-blown routine at rehearsal. Okay, so that way, if someone takes a little bit of something, if another contestant borrows or takes a little bit of your routine, you're not, as a contestant, you're not feeling, bad. You're not feeling like, oh my gosh, they just took my whole routine. Now we both have done the same thing, and now I may not win, or I may not win that category. Trust me, just don't do the whole thing, okay? Maybe save some wow moments, maybe save some key moments of your routine for the actual pageant, the actual show. That way you still have a little bit of something, in your back pocket. And for those contestants who don't have a coach, and for those contestants who don't know what to do on stage, parents, if you're watching this and you're sitting with your child in between the ages of 5 and 8, and not even the ages of 5 and 8, you're sitting with your child, I would say 5 and up, then this is for you. This is for you. Show your child something, and I'll do a separate video on what that something is. Show your child something to do. Don't let your child go on stage with nothing and they just stand there. But again, I'm going to go into a little bit more detail on that in another video. I wanted to focus on this one tip, and that is for contestants competing 5 to 8 years old, coaches, moms, trainers, encourage your contestant, your child, to not do the full-blown routine at rehearsal. Just a little bit of it, just so they can get their feet wet on stage and get a little bit of the routine done and comfortable in the music and the sound, and a little bit of rehearsal is good. But the whole routine, that's not my advice. My advice is to just do a little bit of it. So I hope that helped you as you continue to compete in pageants, as your child continues to compete in pageants. And just know that even if you don't do the full-blown routine at the rehearsal, you still did something. I'm not saying go to the rehearsal and do nothing. So hopefully this helped you, and you'll take this tip to heart, and you'll take hold of it, and you'll follow this tip. And I really do hope it works for you. Until next time, kings and queens, if you are not a subscriber to my channel, I encourage you to subscribe. It is my goal to help every person unleash the queen and the king in them. I know that people have something on the inside of them. They're a queen, they're a king. It's living dormant on the inside, and it's my job to pull it out of you, So that's what I want to do. That's the reason why I want you to share this video with 7 people, okay? 7 people. Please share it, like it, and I hope you come back for more, because I have a ton of more tips to share with you. Until next time, bye, kings and queens. Here's my pageant wig. I'll see you in the next video. Love you. And if somebody hasn't told you they love you today, I'm telling you now. I love you.